Good evening, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Firmament. Last time out, we were at risk of ending the episode fully stuck. Thankfully, though, we have some bits and pieces to check out in... Wait a minute, which room are we even in at the moment? Are we... No, we're not in St. Andrews, we're in Jolston. This is Jolston. Last time out, we ended with this here. Now look, we've got a little person for scale in the middle. We have a thing at the top. Or two. Oh, we've got two things at the top. Can't lower person detected. Well, we'll fiddle around with that in a minute. And then we've got this building to explore, which we've not been in yet. Now, down here should be... We've got a couple of carriages that we can get out of the way of the door, presumably. Exercise extreme caution when removing crust with cavitation hammer. Ooh, hello. Bulwark kit. Don. Sure? And you can doff.
We are the keepers.
I see, I see. Well, let's go and doff this kit. Because that door is like frozen solid with gunk. It is a gunk. We do, however, have a fast travel now to the Jolston factory. Our answers will provide. Now, incidentally, yes, I wanted to give you a quick theory update. So previously, I was thinking about... Okay, I was thinking further about what the arrival is and what all, who all these people are and what they need to do and whatnot, right? We're going to pull this back. Is this full? No, that one's empty. Aha. We're gonna fill up. So, my latest theory as to where we are in episode 8, 7 or 8. No, we're episode 8 or 9, something like that. Okay. When we raised Spire number 3, we saw, just for an instant, a weird kind of particle effect in the sky that kind of looked a bit like a dome. Okay. Now that is sort of consistent with the biblical firmament. Okay, now I know that the Rand brothers are... I believe their work is sort of vaguely religiously inspired in various aspects, right? Now the firmament, I believe... I'm kind of stretching my understanding here a little bit. I believe the firmament is the dome that separates the waters of the sky to the waters of the ocean. It's the dome from Genesis. And we sort of caught a glimpse, maybe, of it when we raised that third spire. So my latest theory is, this is not a planet at all. This is some kind of... Eden Project style biosphere. And actually it's not people that is going to be arriving here. My latest theory is that we're on a giant spaceship and the Swan is literally physically transporting us like an elevator to and from different biomes on a spaceship that is traveling somewhere. So maybe this is some kind of colony ship. Which is why we have a seed bank, right? We've got a big old vault full of seeds. Why would we need to be storing seeds in a vault? Well, to terraform a planet that we go and arrive to. So that is my latest thinking. all of the keepers are the people who are supposed to be, like, looking after the ship. Presumably whilst everyone's in suspended animation or similar. This is my theory. We are going somewhere. And the keepers are the ones responsible for looking after everyone whilst they're in stasis. And maybe they've been doing a good job. Maybe they haven't. I imagine my current thinking is the end of the game is going to be us arriving at a place and we're going to get everyone out of suspended animation. Maybe? Okay, get this one out of the way, and then we're going to pull that one over. So I just kind of wanted to get that one on the record, because I have been sort of vaguely alluding to it in comments and so forth, but I wanted to get that one on the recording, in case it turns out to be true, because my life would be nothing if I couldn't at least gain credit for being able to predict the outcome of minor plot points in in the media that we consume. Okay. So, we have dumped a truckload of stuff,
We eat.
which is going up here. Now, we've not actually checked up here at all. Uh-huh. Pipe flow control. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. There's some kind of rhyme or limerick that helps you remember that chemical formula. It's something. If you've heard it before, remind us. It's some kind of something. He ended up on the floor because what he thought was H2O was H2SO4. You know, there's some sort of what would that be, like a mnemonic? It's not really a mnemonic. It's more like a rhyme, right? Yeah, what he thought was H2O was H2SO4, and it rhymes with floor, but I don't remember the opening line of it. If you know it, I mean, you could probably just make it up, and I would believe you, to be honest. But if you happen to have heard of that one before, put that in the comments. So, okay, we've got an adjunct port at the bottom here. We've got water's going to flow into the H2SO4 vat, go into the square. That right there is the symbol for the battery over on the right hand side. The S is oh well, the S is the sulfur. I mean, we already talked about these yellow rocks looking sulfurous, didn't we? So what is this? This is the fill mixture. Okay, right. So we've dumped some rocks up there. We're now putting some rocks over into here. Hey, look, it's going. Oh, no. But we don't. It's not mixing. It's not mixing. You got to mix. Vat hatch crusted. Ah, no, oh no. Well, hang on, wait a minute. You definitely don't want to be breathing in these fumes, right? You definitely would not want to be breathing these fumes in. Mixer blade pins uncoupled. That's locked, that's uncoupled. That's crusted over. What happens if we now try and don the suit? Is it a submersible suit? No. Okay, so we can lower that now. Uh-huh. So that's still locked and that's still uncoupled. That's still crusted. Well, I mean, good thing you can't ever do these puzzles in the wrong order, right? So, now that we've filled that up with liquid, we can't access the coupling points that are down there. Oh, we could go round here? Right, fine, whatever.
We are united.
Right, hatch closed, says that one. Acid holding vat discharge. Insufficient acid. Insufficient acid. I mean, we could go and dump the next load of rocks in. Like, I was assuming the second truck full of rocks is for if you have messed up the first truck of rocks. But, like, maybe I was supposed to dump both things of rocks in. I don't know. Like, let's try it, because sometimes the answer to these puzzles is... Sometimes the answer to these puzzles is more obvious than you expect it to be. Wait. So bring this one in. Okay. And then if we process this one... Now, there's that thing over there, right? I don't know. No, mixer is full. Mixer is full. Are we supposed to... Okay. My next thinking is, we have an acid vat adjunct socket over here, right? Is this to ditch out acid holding vat full? This is the reservoir water pump. No, not that then. Like, it kind of feels like we're on a way to now evacuate the mixer. Like, we want to empty the mixer, right? Unless we are supposed to go in here. But with the door being all crusted up... Oh, hang on, it's an airlock. Okay. I mean, it kind of looked like an airlock, but to break this debris, you must raise the water level first. Well, I have... Oh, R is cavitation hammer. Oh, okay. Right. We are introducing new abilities. Fine. Cavitation hammer. Okay. So that stops the door from crusting. We're still gonna need... I mean, it seems to me real dumb to have like a... to have like a wetsuit, not a wetsuit, but like a diving suit that's like... No, that hatch is still crusted. We've got to get this spun round. Hang on a minute. So if we unlock the mixer blades... No, but that one can't unlock. Uncoupled and locked. Wait, so if we lower this one, does it also lower... Yeah, but the door that's crusted in... No, the door that's crusted in is directly below, right? So actually, no, this will allow us to walk out there. This will allow us to get out there, yeah? I mean, we're getting there gradually. Underwater acid suit. Ridiculous. Who's ever heard of such a thing? Okay. Well, now that we're in here... So what do we get? Well, we don't want to lock that. Okay, we've got stuff here. Is that the thing that's crusted over? I don't know. Well, we got this thing that's crusted over, for sure. So we can unlock that. And then what are these gonna do? Unaligned. Unaligned. I'm not really 100% sure what to do with those then. So we've got 4 of them. And that one can't be accessed, so... I mean, unlocking those has to be the direction, right? Because what else? Why else are you bothering to uncrust them, right? Okay, so if we come back here, I mean, is this something that we're supposed to kind of look at and gain a more intuitive understanding of. I'm not really sure. So now, sulfur pool mixer, hatch closed. That's still crusted up. This one in the middle, unaligned. Aha, but we can rotate round a little bit. Not sure if it particularly does anything for us. Oh, no, we can get that further. We can get that further, like, here? Okay, because if we're here, we can then... No, because the lower blades stay in the same spot. Interesting.
We understand.
Okay. All the mixed blade pins are uncoupled. Moving this around. Yeah, isn't gonna super help. No, that's blocked. 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 Okay. Wait, I mean, like, getting these aligned has to do something, right? It's gotta do something. Wait, is it that it needs to be rotated 180 degrees? Because then we certainly could lower it again, right? I'm not sure if that does anything. Maybe we need to have a little bit more of a think about how these mixer blades engage with each other. Because we need both blades. We might need the blades to lock. Something to think about. So yeah, when we look at... let's have a look at these diagrams, right? Let's consider these in detail. Let's consider these in detail. So... we've got a long path out here, which is a large vat of water. So we've got a large square here. We have a large circle here. Looks like it's going to output into this. And then we're going to output in to there. And that's the battery down there. Are these two tubs connected to each other? Right? It kind of looks like no is the answer. Because look here, yeah, we've got... Here are the pipes coming out, right? Here's the battery. We've got two distinct water tanks, right? And I reckon if I go up to that balcony up there and we look down, we will see that that isn't like a bridge over one large tank, it is two. Ah, no! What? It's just one large tank. Okay. So we've got water here. Right, that's the picture we've got. Okay, hang on.
We are the key.
So, this pipe that's coming out of the reservoir, I mean, maybe it's just drawn badly on this schematic. I don't know. This pipe that's coming out of the reservoir is this one, right? So this here is this one down here. Okay. So then there's another water pipe which comes up. We get the sulfur in. Okay, and then there is, yeah, this one. Whoops. The cross. Yeah, it's going to be that one there. Controls that pipe. That hatch crusted. Okay. I feel like what we need to do then I feel like what we need to do, get in the acid suit. Maybe. Okay, if we lock that in place, what we need to do is we need to get round there. Uncoupled. Okay. So if we lock those back in, now we can't access any of these from under here. Can't access that one anyway. Unaligned. That we need to. That's the hatch that we need to open. So if we've locked that into place, can we move all of these together? Like, I'm not 100% sure what it needs to be aligned with, but we've locked the pins, which is like a thing that we're able to do. Like, sometimes in the absence of knowing what to do, doing something will help you get towards a solution anyway. Okay, so that's interesting. So we lowered those pins, but that didn't really seem to do anything. Now that's locked. Locked and uncoupled. Ah, tricky one this.
We are united.
Man. Like 100% you would not be able to stand above a vat of sulfuric acid that's steaming like this without a serious case of deadness. Ah, now we can couple. Aha, right, there we go. And now uncouple. And now rotate it. Okay, okay, okay. That's gonna do it for us then, yeah? That'll work. So now let's put this back on again. We might be gradually getting there. So here we go. This is what we want to bust open. Great. I don't think there's anything else we want to do down here, particularly. So, now that that's done, let's get this off. And now we should be able to open the gate. Okay, now as a quick sort of think, like, what are we actually trying to do by doing this? So we're going to open this, and then water can, or sulfuric acid can come out into this tank here. It's slightly unclear to me what that's going to do for us. Maybe it's something to do with the spire, because ultimately that's where the water comes from. So we're going to empty the holding tank. Right, so the whole tank is getting emptied. Hard to see how... Oh, both doors are opening up. Interesting, interesting. So it's now even lower than it was before. Fine. Now that hasn't really affected the level of the water in here. This still says insufficient acid on it. Like, I'm not sure why we would be that fussed about dumping a bunch of acid out there, but, you know. But what we can do now is it means that we could walk. We could get down here without the suit on. Oh, can't lower. Can't lower person detected. Oh, wait, so this just kind of has returned us to where we were before. I mean, this is complaining about insufficient acid. Right, insufficient acid. Asset holding vat discharge. Like, maybe we need to drain this pool. Because, like, this is basically where we were at the start of the puzzle. Really. So maybe we need to do the whole thing again with the second lot of stuff. And that gives us sufficient acid. And this is acid holding vat full. This is the reservoir water pump. Right? Or maybe we're just trying to pump all the water out of this. Okay. My best theory at the moment. My best theory. Exercise extreme caution when removing crust with cavitation hammer. My best theory is that we are supposed to do that again and dump more acid out here. So close that. Hatch closed. And then we can pour the water up in there. Right, which is the one of these. It's up here because it's the one that was complaining about being full. Sulfur processor. Nope, it's not this one. It's like this one over here. Right. And it's taking it from that water. Well, hang on, wait. This water comes from the reservoir. Doesn't it? So is this water gradually getting lower? Wait, is this water lower? This water might be lower. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. But look, we've decrusted all the valves. So dumping this content out is an absolutely straightforward procedure now. can't tell if the level of this is getting any higher. So this now says filling. Acid ready. Well,
We understand.
can't be a bad thing to open that, right? Power out. Okay, that's really loud, but this water level is now definitely going down. So combined with that opening... Well, no, but we can't get down there on the ground, right? Okay, so if we now go back to the other socket... Oh, we've been locked in. Okay. So we've been locked in on this side. Trying to think. So... Well, what does that mean? So we've just turned the power off. So that pump is now definitely not going to work. Why does the door need to be continually powered to stay open? Oh, hang on a minute. Did we ever go round this side? No, but on the other hand, I don't think we need it, because I don't think we need to be able to control that from here. How odd. So that just gives us no power now. I mean, which makes a certain amount of sense. We just dumped a load of sulfuric acid over the battery. Like, I don't think we're supposed to try and crawl through that tube. Well... no, I would assume not. Ooh. This puzzle's confusing. Well, that now just says power out. I guess we've got to go down there and inspect the battery. Yeah, I mean, the walkways... The walkways look perfectly intact, don't they? So I don't see how what I would have done would have, like, physically affected it, but I guess let's go and check it out. I mean, we've got the fast travel to get back in here anyway. But...
We are keepers.
So I guess... Jolston Reservoir, Jolston Arch, the Swan. Go on. Jolston Reservoir, please. I mean, we got the thing set up, right? So... theoretically, all we need is to turn the battery back on again. Okay. No, now it's asking... Wait, no, now our total voltage is 165. We need 115, specifically. So adding a whole bunch of extra acid has changed how much power we're delivering. Right? We need 115. Quite specifically. So let's see, what do we get now? There we go. We still have no idea how that puzzle works. So... okay, good. We've turned that back on. Oh, mate. Look, sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes we get lucky twice. Like, I don't really know. I don't have any excuses for that. I mean, like, from an intuitive point of view, that seemed like an obvious first move because of the way the rest of the puzzle is already sort of wrapped round itself and stuff. Okay, we need to get down. Oh no, we need to go via the Omni Wheel, don't we? The Omni Wheel elevator. Because of the way the puzzle had already sort of wrapped round itself, like that seemed like a good first move to try, because the right-hand side of the puzzle was all kind of like wrapped up anyway, right? So if you wanted to make a move with that half of the thing, you'd have to like do a lot of back and forth anyway, so it seemed like a pretty low stakes place to start. Now with that, can we turn this on yet? Refill vat from reservoir. Go. Jolston liquid reduction lowered the water in the reservoir in Jolston. I think that's what we needed to do. Right, we've got ourselves a little achievement. So we're now just pumping that up wherever. What does this do? It's very unclear. No. Do we have to go from that one to that one? And then, no. No, can't quite reach it.
We are keepers.
And those two can't see each other. So hang on a second. Is it that one? No, it can't start at that one. It start at that one? Okay, so it will open that way round, but not the other way round. Fine. So the fact that we've emptied the reservoir water, like, what has that done here or here? Nothing, right? Like, it's that big pipe has just been poured into this. So I think it's only lowered the reservoir water. But does that give us anything? Maybe we're looking for a socket somewhere. Like, we already still can't get anywhere up here. Maybe it's on the other side. Maybe it's on the other side. Yeah, keep an eye out for sockets and things. But, like, we've unlocked an achievement, so we've done a thing that the game sort of wanted us to do. If it's really unclear what we're supposed to do next, what we will probably do is just go to... I think we'll go back to St. Andrews. We've not been to St. Andrews in a while. And see if, now that we have all of our upgrades, we can get the Camelus working. Because that's like a very specific thing that we can go back and try. And then, of course, it's the Curavale crane after that. The big crane. The crane. Ah! Aha! That's what we're looking for. Excellent. Well, we see the entrance now. Here we go. But, my friends, that's all we're going to have time for in today's episode. So, we are going to take a save here. What's inside the spire in Jolston? Who knows? We're going to find out next week. I will see you very soon. If you're enjoying this playthrough, please do hit that like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.